It's Week 11 of the NFL, and this one features your 2021 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here. Winners of 7 of their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his 3rd season now. It's Joe Burrow.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Here you go. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Right to the air is Burrow. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to Freiermuth. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down now, it's Knight, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Knight. And that one going nowhere from the start. He's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Back about 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Watson now to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And they'll they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Vikings at 7-2 here in the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And here's Jakeem Grant from his, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kendrick Bourne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. This defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Watson. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go down the middle for this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Watson's throw is on target to Burks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down.
They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, Watson got his man. It's Dulcich. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 6 yards left on second down. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him to nest it.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in at the goal. And deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now it's Watson. A dump down to McKinnon. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Finding Bourne here over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Knight, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best of them. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. For left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore, an 11-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things his offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, it's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Touchdown, Vikings! Jamar Chase is running a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have got it back to where the score. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. An extra point by Carlson, up and go. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now it's Burrow. Here's Freiermuth again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
11 mighty. 12.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with a good game. Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by McManus is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Watson. Complete right side to Otten. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
All the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado. Check in on the Broncos. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too were able to take it
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. From the 24, Watson got his man. It's Dulcich. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38, Watson. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. To the sideline. He's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the 31, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Held it early. Let's see what that's about. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
The coverage we just saw right out on 3rd down. Dive defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find find an open hole to complete that pass.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That's caught by Jackson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Watson now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run it with White. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Xander Horvath
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Burrow will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. And Burrow going to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his top, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there are more fumbles calls because now they should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zamir White His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy the film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Again, it's Hunt, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now here come the Cowboys. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, here's Burrow. He's got the connection to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be right on down. So this will go only as incomplete. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. These defensive coaches, they show like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you said,
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
throwing now, Watson. Out to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
10. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Here we go. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. Now Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Pat Freiermuth, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the team as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
They probably have no idea what the top speed is, those high-end sports cars. This is the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly learned this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.
Advance the week.